day is done. The noise of the world begins to fade, but the noise in our mind often grows louder. The worries of tomorrow, the frustrations of today, the weight of expectations, they all gather in the quiet of the evening. At this edge, at the end of every hard day, there is a moment of choice. It's a silent crossroads. We can choose to spiral into the familiar cycles of frustration and anxiety. Or we can choose to return to a place of stillness, a place of clarity. Tonight, we turn to a guide who understood this choice better than most, a man born into the harshest of circumstances, yet who found a freedom that kings and emperors could never possess. We turn to the wisdom of Epictetus. Born a slave in the Roman Empire, crippled in body, some say by a master who broke his leg in a fit of rage, he knew pain, he knew powerlessness, he knew what it felt like to be owned by the world, and yet his spirit remained unconquered. Epictetus teaches us a timeless truth, that our deepest strength is not found in the body or in our status or in what happens to us. It is found within us. It is forged in the mind. This is not a video to hype you up. This is a space to reset, to let these words guide you into a deeper stillness tonight, and to plant the seeds of a stronger, more resilient self for tomorrow. Let's start with the most powerful idea in all of Stoic philosophy, the very foundation upon which every ounce of inner strength is built. Epictetus called it the dichotomy of control. He said it simply, some things are within our power, and some things are not. Within our power are our opinions, our motivations, our desires, our aversions. In short, everything that's truly our own doing. But what's not within our power? Our bodies, our property, our reputation, our office. In other words, anything that's not ours to command. Let that sink in. Think about your day, the traffic that made you late, the critical email from your boss, that unexpected bill, the opinion a friend holds of you. These things, they're all external. They are, as Epictetus put it, not of our own doing. We do not have ultimate control over them, and yet, how much of our precious finite energy do we waste wrestling with these externals? We fight them, we resent them, we let them break us. It's like trying to command the tide to stop, a powerful source of profound suffering. But here's the question. What is in our power? Your judgment about the traffic, your response to that critical email, your plan to handle the unexpected bill, your choice to live by your values, no matter what anyone thinks. This is your true domain, your inner world, your thoughts, your reactions, your character. This is the only ground where you are truly sovereign. So, as you lie here tonight, breathe in deeply and mentally release the things you cannot control. Picture them as leaves gently floating away on a river, the comment someone made, the outcome of a project now finished, the worries about what others might be thinking. Let them go. They are not yours to carry now. Bring your attention back to your own kingdom, the kingdom of your mind. Here, you hold all the power you will ever need. This is your anchor in the storm. Epictetus, he knew pain all too well. Born a slave, his body, never truly his own. There's a story about him, one that holds a powerful lesson. His master, Epaphroditus, twisted Epictetus' leg just for amusement. Calmly, without a hint of panic, Epictetus warned him, "You will break it." And then the bone snapped. But did Epictetus scream, rage, self-pity? No. He simply said, "See, I told you it would break." What does this story teach us? Is it that we should never feel pain? No. The pain was real. The bone was broken. What it shows us is something deeper, the difference between pain and suffering. Pain is pure sensation, a fact, a difficult event, just reality. But suffering? Suffering is the story we tell ourselves about that pain. It's the judgment that says, "This is unbearable. This is unfair. This is the end of the world." Epictetus, he saw the broken bone for what it was, a fact. Unfortunate? Yes. Painful? Absolutely. But he refused, absolutely refused, to add that second layer of suffering through his judgment. It is not things that disturb us, he taught, but our judgments about things. Now, think about the pain you felt today, not just the physical kind, the emotional too, the sting of rejection, the ache of failure, the pressure of responsibility weighing down on you, the Stoic challenge. It's not to avoid these things. That's impossible. Instead, it's to see them as raw material. This pain, this pressure, this chaos outside yourself, it's a test, the fire that forges the steel of your character. Every obstacle is a chance to practice virtue, patience, courage, forgiveness, resilience. That difficult person, not just a nuisance, they're your training partner for patience. That failed project, not just a loss, it's a masterclass in humility and growth. Tonight, reframe your struggles. Don't see them as punishments from the universe. See them as the universe's gymnasium, designed just for you to grow stronger. The weight is heavy, yes, but it is by lifting it, by carrying it, that you build your inner strength. How do we actually build this fortress of the mind? What's the secret? The real key? It's not flashy, not glamorous. No, it comes from two ancient yet incredibly powerful tools: discipline and silence. When you hear the word discipline, what pops into your mind? Hardship? Punishment? But the Stoics saw it differently. For them, discipline was the path to freedom, a daily conscious training of the mind, a gentle, steady practice. It's the strength to pause before you react. That moment when anger flares up or anxiety crashes in, discipline is the space you create, the silence you hold between the stimulus and your response. In that space lies your power to être. Choose God. Discipline is also the courage to question your own thoughts. When your mind screams, "This is a catastrophe," the discipline is to quietly ask, "Is that really true? Or is this just an obstacle I can handle?" And here's the thing, this discipline grows only in silence. Our world, it's terrified of silence. Every free moment, filled with podcasts, music, videos, endless scrolling. We run from being alone with our own thoughts. But silence is not emptiness. Silence is the workshop of the mind. It's where you truly hear yourself think, where you examine your judgments, clarify your values, and reconnect with your inner self. Epictetus told his students to be silent for the most part. not because he disliked company, but because most of what we say is reactive, thoughtless, and it drains our energy. So, for these next few moments, simply embrace the silence and feel the power it brings. This is the training, not on a yoga mat or in a noisy gym, but right here, deep within the quiet of your own mind. It's the discipline to sit with discomfort, the choice to embrace stillness over distraction. This is where real mental toughness is born, not in loud declarations, but in quiet, consistent practice. Train in silence, so that you may return stronger than ever before. Over time, something remarkable begins to take shape within you, a practice of control, of reframing pain, and mental discipline. The Stoics gave it a name, the inner citadel. Picture it now. Inside you lies a fortress, its walls, forged from reason and deep self-awareness. Standing guard, your core principles, courage, justice, wisdom, moderation. At its heart, a quiet, calm keep, a sanctuary of unshakable peace. This is your soul. Outside those walls, the chaos of the world can rage all at once. The arrows of fortune, the insults hurled by others, the storms of economic uncertainty, they may batter the gates, but they will never breach the walls. Why? Because nothing external, absolutely nothing, can touch the core of who you are unless you let it. Your inner citadel is your refuge, a place you can step into at any moment. When your day feels too heavy, too overwhelming, you can retreat inside, take a breath, reconnect with your principles. Remember what truly matters. Building this citadel, it's a lifetime's work. Every time you choose a reasoned response over a rash reaction, you place another stone in its walls. Every hardship you endure with grace strengthens its foundation. Every quiet evening spent in reflection, you're inspecting its defenses. Think of Epictetus, the slave who became freer than an emperor. Because the emperor, he was a slave to his passions, his fears, his endless craving for approval. But Epictetus, he built an inner citadel so strong, so unbreakable, that no chain, no insult, no broken bone could ever imprison his mind. This fortress, it's your birthright. It's here, right now, not made of stone or mortar, but of thought and discipline. So, will you begin building yours today? As we come to the end of this moment, I invite you to gently return to the here and now. Feel the weight of your body, the steady, calming rhythm of your breath. The day is done. Its battles, they've been fought. Its lessons, they've been given. You don't need to have all the answers tonight. You don't need to have mastered every Stoic ideal. The only thing that truly matters is that you tried, that you faced the day. And now, right here, you're willing to pause, reflect, and reset. Carry these simple, powerful truths from Epictetus with you as you drift into sleep. First, focus only on what you can control. Let go of the rest. That weight, It's a burden you were never meant to bear. Second, see your struggles not as curses, but as opportunities. They are the very forces shaping you, making you stronger, wiser, more resilient. And third, your mind is your fortress. Tend to it daily with discipline and quiet, because it is the one true sanctuary you will ever have. Now, let the noise of the world slowly fade away. Let the demands, the worries, dissolve into the stillness of the night. You have done enough today. Rest. Rest, knowing that your inner strength doesn't depend on a perfect day, but on your ability to find peace, even after a difficult one. Train in silence. Return with strength.